For a century, the global economy has been powered by a reliable engine. The McKinsey Global Institute calls this period a century of plenty. The mechanics of this progress machine were consistent. As technology absorbed repetitive physical tasks, human workers transitioned into cognitive and managerial roles. We traded physical output for mental oversight. This graph shows how those two forces aligned. As physical automation increased, global prosperity rose in a nearly identical curve. However, the research suggests this specific era of the progress machine is reaching a structural limit. As the foundational formula of human labor begins to shift, the assumptions we've relied on for career progression are losing their traditional stability. The World Economic Forum's latest Future of Jobs report focuses on a narrow window, the 5 years between 2025 and 2030. Their data points to a labor market facing a combination of macro trends hitting the global economy at the same time. Visualizing this as a collision model, 3 forces, cognitive AI, green energy transition, and geoeconomic fragmentation, are converging on a single point in 2030. This trend is backed by over 1,000 employers, representing 14 million workers across 22 industries, all reporting the same high-pressure environment. The challenge they identify is not a lack of people to do the work, but a mismatch between the skills humans have now and the skills the next 5 years will require. The shift is visible in the physical economy, where geopolitics and green technology are reconfiguring the geometry of global trade. This involves a massive capital movement. Estimates suggest an investment of $2 trillion is required to build resilient industrial bases in regions around the world. That massive investment is funding the construction of new physical and logistical supply chains on a global scale. For nations and companies navigating these changes, competitiveness has become the new operational mandate. But this physical rebuilding effort creates a paradox. It generates industrial demands that cannot be met without changing how the human workforce functions. This is where artificial intelligence enters the frame. MGI's research in Europe and Latin America shows a rapid integration of AI across nearly every sector. The data clarifies a major point of confusion. AI is not predicted to simply replace the human workforce. Instead, these reports define a different structure for the workplace, the era of agents, robots, and us. The core of this shift is that humans are moving from operating mechanical tools to managing and directing intelligent systems. This transition is creating a skills gap that is forcing employers to revise their hiring strategies to find workers who can oversee these systems. The worker is no longer an operator of machinery, but a manager of artificial cognition. The urgency increases as we approach major milestones, like the 250th anniversary of the United States in 2026. Preparing the next generation for this economy requires an immediate upskilling effort at both the corporate and individual levels. We can see the difference in this flowchart. In the 2030 workflow, routine tasks are delegated to AI systems, leaving humans to manage the strategic decision gates. In this environment, human value is concentrated in tasks requiring high-level adaptability, deep emotional intelligence, and complex problem-solving. The 2030 labor market rewards the ability to collaborate with and direct the systems that execute routine work. The historical progress machine is not broken, it is operating under a different set of rules. Human economic survival now depends on learning how to drive it.